Hi, YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael, also! And, I have a cough drop in my mouth, and that's between me and the cough drop, okay? Mind your business. I still have this annoying cough. I've actually, honestly, I've read a lot of, like, stories on the internet of people who are experiencing, like, the same thing, which is just, like, a very annoying cold that will just not go away for weeks. And we're literally on, like, week 3, maybe 4, question mark? I don't remember when all of this started for me. So, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, divas. Your Midwest accent really popped off with cough drop? With calf drop. With cough drop. I don't did it? I love a Midwest accent cuz I don't really hear it. But also sometimes people think I have a southern accent sometimes. And I think honestly part of that's cuz I'm like from southern Illinois. So I think sometimes a little bit of that comes out. And by southern Illinois I mean not Chicago. And the whole rest of the state is very south coded. And by that I mean like Missouri coded, Iowa coded. I mean part of Illinois, the very bottom part does border Kentucky. So sometimes a little southern twang comes out, but not really. It's very interesting. Also, I've said Illinois like this my whole life, and I've lived in Illinois my whole life, except for 2 years that I lived in Indiana for grad school. So if you don't like the way I say Illinois, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. That's literally how I pronounced it my whole life, and I've lived here. I've lived here my whole life except for those 2 years of grad school. So I don't know what to tell you, besties. I'm sorry. Well, we were in Providence, Rhode Island. My friends and I, you know those TikToks that's like, well, example, okay, of said TikTok was like, I don't know if I like Providence, Rhode Island. And then 2 seconds later, it's like, I think I'm really starting to like Providence, Rhode Island. And we kept talking like that all weekend. Anyways, it's like when Missourians call it Missouri. I had a teacher in high school who said that that's the way that it's pronounced. Missouri. You know? It is what it is. Don't throw a fit. I pronounce it Illinois. Nobody says that. Nobody does that. Anyways, what are we here to do today? I don't know. Oh yeah, we're here. We're watching a new video, a new YouTube channel that was recommended to me by the one, the only Jen Chapin. Which, like, also, let me just pull up her channel because she's a YouTuber herself. Although I think she's been posting a little less consistently these days because she's also works a full-time job. In addition to being a mom and in addition to posting videos on YouTube. But this is her channel if you want to go check her out. Okay. She often comes to the Twitch chats, and I think she watches both of my channels outside of Twitch. I've talked to her for a long time. She's from Iowa, which is how I connected with her. I just started messaging her because I used to watch all kinds of mom channels for whatever reason. And she's from Iowa, and she actually used to work at a hospital that when my dad was in the hospital prior to him passing away, that he was in. So we've connected over things like that. She's lovely. She's always been very kind to me, nice to me, and also an active participant in the chat. Anyways, she recommended this channel, Stacy Carroll, Food and Fiction Writing, which now that I don't think I looked at the title of this person's channel. Like, does she do fiction writing? Morning talk. Should you publish your book? I guess she does make content about writing.
Love my cream of wheat.
Evelyn, thanks so much for subscribing with Prime for 2 months, and thanks for the reminder to turn the alerts off for the recording. So yeah, I guess she does food and content about food and content about writing. Making a new book series cover template. Buttery eggs for a fast breakfast. How to create believable fiction characters. What fiction editing looks like. Like, what an interesting combination of videos. What a fascinating collection of, like, things that don't feel like they should go together. But yeah, this is Stacy Carroll. After we watch this, if you are interested in her channel, feel free to subscribe. Let's read her about section. What could possibly be on this channel about writing books and being an author? Food and writing, most likely. I'm big into not being a starving artist, but that stereotype is very real. I could talk about what I'm working on next. I could tell you that a book is almost finished. I could read excerpts from that are in that book. I could show you a process for writing or editing books. It could be about groceries because the starving artist thing is real. Or it could be some random thought because authors have a lot of random thoughts. We really do. Oh, she has a website. Oh, she has an Amazon author page. Well, what's her website? Oh. Well, here you go. Does she have published books? Good for her. Bitey vampires. Featured erotica and dark romance books. Okay, Diva. I see you. I see you, Diva. With the food supply running out, tiny vampire Shadow has no choice but to leave her home planet of Umbra in search of a better food supply. There's only one problem. Umbra doesn't have any spaceships. Luckily, there's an Earthling ship not far from her town. This is about alien vampires? This is about alien vampires? Oh my god. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Amazon ebooks read free with a Kindle Unlimited membership plan. It's important to note that Stacy Carroll is an adult fiction author of great romance books that draw you in with memorable characters. All erotica and romance novel books are written for an 18-plus audience, and by reading the website, you agree that you are 18 years of age or older. Extremely taboo stuff is not here. If you need a list of shit I will not write, read absolutely forbidden erotic. Should we see what the forbidden topics are? I don't even know if y'all can read that. Should we? Absolutely forbidden erotica topics. Wait, I did not know this is the direction we were going. We are absolutely going to watch her cheeseburger recipe, whatever. Would this be terms of service? Girl, I don't know. She won't do incest, underage relations, bestiality, dubious consent, necrophilia. Oh, that's it? I mean, all of that, I would hope you wouldn't do those things. I would hope you wouldn't write those things. If you're thinking of breaking into erotica or have already been writing erotica for some time, you may be tempted to up the ante. After all, it can get rather mundane writing the same sex scenes with the same themes over and over again. However, there are a few topics that are so taboo, they're unpublishable. Oh my god. Lisa Lamb, thanks for gifting a sub to Chunky Squirt Boy. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, these are the things that you can't do. If your main character has a cadaver fetish, forget it. Forget it. Forget it. We don't need to read too many details about that, but that's crazy. Are these also all of her books up here? That's crazy. All right, well, you know, there's that. Stacy girl, I had no idea. I had no idea that this is what we were doing here today. We're going to watch her cook, if you can imagine. After that introduction, we're going to watch her cook. We're going to watch her cook. Let her cook. Let her cook. Diet Sody said, they have to be of age, alive, consenting, cisgender, non-related. F sickos. F the forbidden four. Yeah, it was very much reading like a King Cobra JFS list of what he looks for in a woman. Thanks for the bits, Diet Sody. Thank you. There's a whole series about people doing it with dinos on Amazon. Now, why do you know that, Jasmine? Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Oh, potato and cheese broth. That was just a King Cobra thing. I don't think Stacy said anything about people needing to be cisgender. King Cobra, if you don't keep up with him, he has a list of things that are necessary for a woman. And they're all the things that I just read from what Diet Sody said. Yeah, so no worries, no worries. This is crazy. All right, well, today we're watching her video called Cheap Food, Cheesy Onion Hamburger Thing. Cheesy onion hamburger thing. That's what we're up to today. So if y'all are ready to get this party started, could you put some 69s in the chat, please? Thank you so much. There are books about someone getting with the coronavirus. I mean, isn't there some rule, like Rule 47 or something? Is that if you can think it, there's probably some corn on Cornhub about it. Isn't that like a thing? Rule 34? Is that it? I don't know, girl. I don't know. Not a COVID kink. That would be so weird. That's crazy, actually. That's so crazy. Also today, I'm drinking the green apple Skittles. I had to get the regular flavored Skittles packets today because or not by today, I mean like whenever I got my last Instacart order, because that's all the Marianos had. So we're settling. What I'm here to tell you to do, or what I'm here to tell you today, is that I'm settling. I read an erotica about sentient Tetris blocks. I feel like y'all are just making shit up now. I feel like you're just making shit up now. Anyways, there were lots of 69s in the chat, so we should just get to, don't you think? Don't you think? I'm sorry that I coughed again. Let's get to. Let me turn her captions on. Let me turn her up. I don't know how loud she's gonna be, so please look up Chuck Tingle. I don't think I'm going to. Not on stream. I don't know. That feels like a setup. That absolutely feels like a setup. All right, let's get to.
I have made this naan bread, and now I need something to go with it.
I've made this naan bread. Wonderful, amazing start. Wonderful, amazing start. I made this naan bread.
I'm gonna go.
Do I have her sped up or something? No, it's normal playback speed. She just talks real fast. All right, is this a pot full of onions?
Go ahead and make this hamburger onion cheesy thing. And what I've got in this skillet is some frozen onions and some butter, and I am going to brown them, which is known as caramelizing.
I'm loving the education we're getting already. I've got onions and butter in a pot, and I'm going to brown them, which is also known as caramel. Thank you so much for letting me know about caramelizing onions.
It can take quite a while to caramelize onions.
Also, why are they so wet? Also, why is it so wet? Why are the onions so wet? Why are they... Why is it giving onion soup? Oh, because they are frozen. They were frozen. They were frozen. Oh, yeah. They were frozen. They were frozen. You're so right. They really were.
This has been about 5 or 10 minutes.
That's after 5 or 10 minutes? Oh, God. They were frozen, dumbass.
Alright, so it's good to make sure that your onions are in a layer. These are just starting to turn brown. It's going to be a few more minutes yet.
Okay.
Alright, so this is good enough for the onions. I am going to add some water.
Those do not look cooked evenly. Why do some of them look burnt? Why do some of those look burnt? I do think she's using probably not the right pot, pan, etc. for this, or at least for the amount of onions she put into it. But yeah, black is not caramelized. I know, girl. That's what I'm thinking. It's giving burnt, not caramelized. But live your truth. I think, you know, who am I? Am I a chef? No. Am I a great cook? Probably not. But we did somehow go all the way from really wet, soupy onions to burnt at some point. Not it's Cajun blackened onions. Okay, Cherie.
Water to this. So I've added water, and now I'm going to add some spices. Here's some pepper.
Why does it look like doo-doo water? What? Why does it look like doo-doo water? Why does it look like doo-doo water? It's giving Dee Mega Doo-Doo. Hi, Hannah Reloaded. Thanks so much for rating. Today we're watching this adult erotica novelist. This adult erotica novelist is cooking. Her channel is specifically about writing and also cooking food because she's a starving artist. And the title of this recipe is Cheesy Onion Hamburger Thing. And what you're currently looking at is, well, she said she caramelized some onions. It mostly looked like she burnt some onions and then she added water to it. And now we have Dee Mega Doo-Doo water. So, oh yeah, and then it's important to note that at least the very little we know about the erotica she writes is that it's like vampire alien erotica. So like, get into it, okay? This is what they're eating on the planet of Umbra, I think. I think this is what they're eating on the planet of Umbra. What's her name again? It's Stacey Carroll. It's Stacey Carroll. That's her name. That's who it is. Oh, and she's adding spices, which so far I think is just like black pepper.
Here's some paprika.
I love that she has to move, like, we move with the whole camera to go grab the paprika on the other table. We move with the whole camera. What am I saying? You all get what I'm saying, right? That we moved with her. Oh my god, wait. Wait. Wait.
Here's some paprika.
Oh my god, that was so much paprika. That was like a crazy amount of paprika.
So how many times have you put onion powder in your stuff and you have real onions in it? I'm gonna skip this one.
All right, Let's skip the onion powder today, for sure, for sure. This is looking real American right here. Well, that's it, baby. I think she's... Actually, I couldn't even tell you if she really is American or not. CripplePunk91, thanks for the 200 bits. My two worlds collide. Politics and Foodie Booty reactors. Oh my god. Foodie Booty has also been on one right now, which I haven't even... She's fighting with old Shanny for Christ. I've been watching... Charlie Gold has put out a couple videos about it. But I have not... Since I was on vacation and I'm trying to get caught up with Amber Lynn, like, I've not seen all of that. But thank you so much for the bits. Appreciate it. Oh my god. Oh! You can't say that she doesn't use seasoning. You can't say that she doesn't season her food like some people we watch. That's also a large amount of garlic powder. What am I looking at? What's going on back there? She is in fact my seasoning for the people who forgot. For real, for real. What is that? In the bowl? That's her naan bread. The stuff in her bowl is her naan bread. She made some naan bread. You might have missed that. You might have missed her saying that at the beginning, but that's her naan bread. I feel like some white women take white women don't season their food as a personal attack and turn it, and then in turn over season. Yeah. She's seasoning the same way she writes her erotica, with her heart. Oh my god, Squirt Can Mike. Too much. Too much. There does seem to be a lot of stuff going on in whatever room of her house we're in. There's a lot happening. And we're just staring at it. We're just staring?
Now, while you were hanging out over there, I put some cayenne pepper and chili powder in here as well.
Now, Miss Ma'am, why wouldn't you show me that? Why didn't I get to see you? She heard me talking shit about how much seasoning she put in it. And she said, you don't get to see the cayenne or the chili powder. You don't get to see that because you were talking too much shit, Zachary Marie.
Now I'm going to go get the hamburger and put it in. Alright, so here's the hamburger. This is either 7 or 8 ounces.
You're putting... Wait. She's putting... It seems like it might be frozen ground beef. Raw, uncooked, into this pot of onion doo-doo water. We're gonna boil some ground beef? We're gonna poach some hamburger meat? Stacy, you're in danger, girl. You're in danger, girl. I would much rather eat Frugally Delicious's, like, bland ass whatever. I'm so nervous about this. She named this perfectly when she said cheesy onion hamburger thing. Because I don't even know what you call this. I don't even know what you call this. But I feel like I've got food poisoning just looking at it, to be honest. I feel like I've contracted food poisoning literally just watching her cook this right now in this moment.
I honestly think it's probably only about 7. I think it's the smaller of the 2 that I had. So I'm going to cook this for a while and be back.
And
don't those look tasty?
Girl, I don't need to see your naan bread anymore. I don't need to see your naan bread anymore. We ain't doing all that. I'd have to pack up and leave. You can't eat at everybody's house. You surely can't. You surely cannot.
I'm still cooking the hamburger.
Girl, also, is the heat even on this?
Some of it.
I guess it does look like steam is coming up, but it doesn't even look like that's simmering or boiling.
It's browned up, but not all of it. The brown bits are onion. These are little burnt bits of onion. They add flavor.
Oh, she's acknowledging that she did in fact burn the onions, but she's saying it's okay, it adds flavor. It adds flavor. Also, yeah, I'm just thinking about all the grease from the hamburger meat that's just gonna be chilling in this soup concoction.
Come on. I'm hitting the pause button. It's not. I'm just waiting on.
I'm hitting the pause button and it's not working. Oh god, I can't laugh too much. I'm gonna start coughing. I'm hitting the pause button and it's not working. Can I ask a question? Sure. She should just stick to writing. How do you know her writing's good? How do you know her writing's good? Wipe the stove. The stove is particularly dirty. It's true. It's true. This is the least pleasing way to combine this group of ingredients. Really a biblical level of fuck up. She could have just made patties. Yeah, she should have definitely at a minimum cooked the meat separately. Truly. Truly. Is she single? Someone better snatch her up because Queen is cooking. Sure. Sure. At least her writing won't give you salmonella. Not this. Not this. Do you think this quality correlates with the writing quality, or is the writing better? I really don't know. But somebody, Matt and Cheese, just said in the chat that he's reading her writing right now, so ask him. My friend Garrett would love this. Garrett!
I'm hitting the pause button. It's not. I'm just waiting on this to
Wait.
down.
Iconic editing skills. Iconic editing skills.
No. I'm just waiting on.
I'm just waiting on. I'm just waiting on. I'm just waiting on. That's not me repeating it. That's her editing. The writing is better than the food for sure. You heard it from Matt and Cheese in the chat.
Cook down. If I were to drain it, I would lose all the spices and deliciousness. So it's best I just be patient and wait for the water to evaporate. Alright, so it's been a bit. The water's evaporating.
There's also grease in there, bestie. It's not just water. There's grease from the beef, I'm assuming.
Working on breaking apart the hamburger while the water evaporates. As soon as it's down to just a little bit, I will start adding the cheese. And I'm just going to use...
Let's fucking go! I'm a simp for Velveeta. Not that I buy it often, but I do kind of every once in a while crave a box of Velveeta shells and cheese. But you know the only way to make this fucking recipe better is with some good old, like, cheese oil. Like, conglomerated, coagulated oil cheese. Love it. Love it.
Vita, you can use anything that melts well. Alright, so it is time to add the cheese. The water is pretty much gone.
Oh.
So I need to add the cheese.
Okay. Oh my god. What in the world are we looking at? What is this crime scene? What is in the jars? I imagine this is like oil from something or another that she's holding on to for whatever reason. This stove is a mess. Like a nightmare. A nightmare. Not it's dehydrated piz. Honestly, it kind of looks like it's giving King Cobra. There's a lot going on. The wall behind the stove itself. listen, it's one thing to live like this. It's another thing to live like this and film it and put it on the TV and put it on the YouTubies, you know? Like, I have so many questions. So many questions about this. Like, I don't even know where to start with the questions that I have about this. From the windows to the walls to the grease strips down my walls. Yes. Not she likes it dirty in more ways than one. Y'all in the chat are on it today. Y'all are fucking on it today in the chat. Y'all are so silly.
And I'm not sure how much cheese this will take.
Oh,
shoot.
What? What happened, ma'am? Oh my god. Oh, okay, I saw Maya in the chat asked if there was cobwebs on it, and I was like, where are you talking about that? So I didn't say anything about it. But I do think there's cobwebs on the stove right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse on the screen. I'm just waiting for a roach to crawl across the camera lens. Remember when that happened to Miss Amy Slayton? That was so sad.
So much today that I am out of my cloth paper towels. I do them nightly, or as soon as it warms up enough that it won't freeze the house to open the front door. Alright. So I'm just gonna use the come on.
I need you to move the camera. It is unsettling to sit here looking at your greasy, dirty stove. I need a different thing to look at.
No. Daggone it. It's tough to wash things and keep them clean around here.
Clearly! She said it's tough to wash things and keep them clean around here. Clearly. Clearly it's a struggle.
If I had a real house, it would be a lot easier.
What do you mean? What kind of house do you live in? What do you mean if I had a real house? What does that mean? I want to know more.
But I don't.
Jen Chapin, I don't know how this came up in your recommended. I don't know what erotica YouTube content you've been looking at, but this is cursed. Jen Chapin, this is cursed. Oh, here's an excerpt from Stacey Carroll writing from Matt and Cheese in the chat. Misty inhaled. She liked the men they brought to the moon. She hadn't meant a dinky winky yet. Populate the Moon 2 by Stacey Carroll. What the fuck? I haven't met a dinky winky yet either. Oh my god. Oh my god. Populate the Moon 2. It's a crazy book title. That's a crazy fucking book title. I, just to be clear, did not know. When Jen recommended this to me, I don't think Jen had looked into the fact that this woman writes erotica. I don't think that was a part of the story that Jen was aware of. So this is so funny to me because I had no idea. I had absolutely, actually no idea that we were getting into this today.
Boy, this is tough. I don't know what to do. Guess I'll just put it on the pan, cause I gotta. Yeah, I think it's okay. I gotta get the cheese out.
This is riveting content, by the way.
Cut some. and put it in the pan.
Like she's currently the toughest part of this recipe for her so far has been cutting the cheese. The Velveeta cheese. That's what is so tough for her. Did you actually see her butt? I didn't see her butt.
Cause I gotta... Yeah, I think it's okay. I gotta get the cheese out. And cut some.
Oh, that's close to butt, but I didn't see a butt.
And put it in the pan.
Y'all trying to figure out what a dinky winky is. It's clearly a type of alien.
And this is just standard, normal Velveeta. They make about 1,000 different flavors, but I'm just going to use... I just bought regular.
Also, did you see the chunk of Velveeta she put into that? Did y'all see that chunk?
And this is just standard, normal Velveeta. They make about...
Look how big that chunk is. Look how big that girly is. Dinky Winky, Dipsy, La La, and Po.
1,000 different flavors, but I'm just going to use... I just bought regular.
She's not grating it. Velveeta isn't really a cheese you grate. If y'all aren't familiar with Velveeta, it's literally like, I don't know, like just like a block of like soft melty cheese. I don't know how to it's not real cheese. It's like oil.
My options at the local grocery were regular or queso. And queso probably would be pretty good too, but I only bought this one, so we're gonna stick a few thick slices of this cheese in here.
What do you know about a few thick slices, girl?
And this stays good. I was looking on the package to see how long it stayed good, and it stays good for up to 8 weeks in the refrigerator.
Let's go. Yeah, even the microwave above the stove is also covered in grease. It's kind of crazy.
So that's pretty good.
Can I see? I want to see what's inside this. Move the camera.
So I'm going to start with this, just a few things of cheese. And
that's a crazy amount of cheese.
Let them melt. You can kind of break them apart. And...
We're very committed to this camera angle for sure. It's a little unfortunate. I would like to go back to just looking at the food, as unpleasant as the food looked.
But it looks a lot like taco meat, which is interesting.
In what way does that look like taco meat?
Sloppy Joe.
In what ways is that Sloppy Joe? In what ways are the things that you made Sloppy Joe?
Guess I could make Sloppy Joe out of this too. I've got a little bit of ketchup. But,
don't put ketchup in this.
Cheese.
Don't put ketchup in this. Would you rather eat this food or have sexy time with a dinky winky? I'm gonna need a better visual of what a dinky winky is. If that's my options, I need to know exactly what I'm getting into with a dinky winky. We don't want any kind of dubious consent over here. Do you hear the squelching noises of the hamburger Velveeta? I do love the rain chilling on the counter, and maybe some like Lysol right next to it or something. It's a lovely view, lovely cinematography. Nobody's doing it like Stacy.
Cheese I need, actually. I'll get the milk out just in case I need to add a little milk. I don't have much milk left.
Would you rather eat the food or drink the beef piss on the counter? Y'all are fucking dark-sided.
This container didn't last very long.
Oh, damn. She's eating cheap, but she got the organic milk?
Well, I'm thinking that might be all the cheese I need. I'm just going to add just a hair of milk.
Girl, I wish I could see anything you're fucking doing, but instead I'm sitting here staring at a jar of beef piss.
Just like a 4th cup. I still need milk for my coffee in the morning. I could add a little butter to this too.
You already soaked the onions in butter, and there's grease from the hamburger meat. You don't need to add any more fat to this.
I might.
Do we really want to see? Yeah, I would love to look at anything except her greasy-ass stove for a second. How do you eat this? With the naan bread. It's to go with her naan bread.
Alright, I think that's good.
She's gonna sop it up with some naan.
Just need to wait for it to melt. Maybe I'll do one more. A thinner slice.
She's adding more?
There we go.
More Velveeta?
Right, that's all I'm going to do there. And I will put this cheese up. I'm surprised it didn't take more cheese, but I guess that's not a full pound of hamburger. It's just about half a pound of hamburger.
The fact that we've spent so long looking at the stove is so frustrating to me.
So I'll stick this back in the fridge. So I added one little bit. I'm just going to wait for all this to melt, and I'll be back. So here's the cheesy onion hamburger thing. And I've ripped a piece of naan bread in half.
Uh-huh.
And we just put the cheesy onion hamburger.
It certainly does look. It looks... It's looking. It's looking like... Not it's giving used bedpan. It's rough. It's a rough recipe, Miss Stacy.
On the naan bread, and it's done. So, this is making food out of nothing. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.
Oh my god. Do you want to see if there's comments on this? It looks good. I'll have to try this. I know you're lying, Tiffany Shadley Hawken Dagger. Yum. I wonder if you like paprika. Yeah, because she stuck 1/4 of a cup of paprika in there. Honey, you could not leave a spatula or any cooking utensils in the pan while you're cooking. You need to put it on the side next to the stove. You cannot leave that in there. That causes all kinds of chemicals to go on your food. Tiffany, that's your biggest concern? Tiffany girl, that's your could y'all read that? Tiffany girl, that's your biggest concern? That's your worry? What did she respond with? She said, it's a metal spatula, not plastic. I won't cook with plastic spatulas. I won't cook with plastic spatulas. Did Tiffany see the Raid and Lysol on the counter? That's what I was wondering. I do love Miss Shauna right here. Miss Shauna Williams said, clean the stove. And then Sweeby35 said, thought you was hating till I saw it. And then she said, it's on my to-do list this weekend. I think I will have some free time. ... I think ... This weekend, girl, there were cobwebs! Exactly, Maya. Won't cook with plastic spatulas, but will cook with plastic cheese. Amen. Amen. Wow. Jen Chapin, the woman that you are for finding Miss Stacy Carroll. This is wild. Like, I just imagine there has to be more. There has to be more for it. She has a whole video about cleaning the stove, y'all. 2 days ago, she posted a video called Cleaning the Stove. No, really. I really am cleaning my stove. Finally. Legend. Diva. Icon. Extraordinaire. Amazing. Raked over the coals at CVS. Not every trip results in amazingly good deals. Raked over the coals. Damn. Shit. Fuck. We gotta do a deep dive. We gotta watch more in the future. But also, wait, can you show us at the end of the video to see that stove cleaned? Maybe we should go look. Oh, that's a plastic water bottle. Yeah, let's go look and see. It actually does. Well, the wall in the back doesn't look cleaned, but the stove is kind of giving cleaned. Why is the fire on? I need the. Here, let's fast forward a little bit. It's looking kind. I need her to clean the wall. I don't know why it's so quiet. Sorry. I guess that doesn't really matter.
All right, and I will show you what this stove looks like.
Yeah, show me. Show me to me, Rachel.
So there you go. I have cleaned the stove. It is far less nasty than it was.
Also, you're not going to clean the counter right next to it? What do the comments say? Yay, lots of work done. Great job. Looks nice. I love my black stove, but it is a process to clean it. Everything shows on it. This was more than just a little bit. This was more than just a little mess. Turn on the light in the exhaust fan above it, and you have no idea how much grease from frying travels until you have a black stove. It also shows smears and streaks horribly. Okay. You feel exactly the opposite as I do. I don't think I'll buy another black stove. I can't get mine clean. I can get it cleaner, but not clean. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. All right. Well, what a journey. What a journey. I'm glad she made an effort to get it clean though, because that was horrifying, and there's obviously still some more work for her to do. But maybe that's something she struggles with. I don't know. Best of luck to Miss Stacy Carroll. But YouTubies, that's all I have time for today. I love you all so much. Thanks for hanging out today, and subscribe, YouTubies. Bye. Hopefully, Twitch will still be here when I click stop recording.